Honestly, they probably should just rename this movie to the rendition of Nicolas Cage and How I Got Away from My Abusive Boyfriend, because that's basically how this movie feels like you're escaping from a toxic lover. Honestly, for a movie that expected to be hella flop, but it turned out to be quite surprising, honestly, Renfield. So, Renfield is basically a movie about Dracula's assistant. There you go. I told you the whole movie. Every single detail. That's all you need to know. Goodbye. But I'm not joking. Literally, this movie is just a movie about Dracula's assistant and what he does. Brings the blood for the Dracula and just does other stuff for him throughout the whole movie.
I need your assistance.
I'm coming, master! Oh.
And a little journey of self-discovery. That's another thing that I think, or the first thing that I'm going to talk about in this movie is that I feel like they did a great job in developing Renfield as his own standout character. Honestly, they didn't even use Dracula as much as I would have wanted, but we'll get there in a second. They kind of used Renfield in this for this horror comedy-esque movie to basically kind of set up how he's feeling in the relationship.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Yeah, like he literally goes to one of those circles where you go talk about the feelings, like the Alcoholics Anonymous type of thing, and it kind of hits the mark. Honestly, it's kind of funny because everyone's thinking this is like a normal person. It's actually a monster that he's trying to deal with, and it kind of hits. A lot of this movie is just kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, and a lot of it did. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. I think a big problem with this movie, obviously I thought it was gonna be like a 3 out of 10, but it's not. But a big problem with this movie is that they have a lot of good characters that they don't really develop to the fullest extent. Like even Dracula, like the only character that I felt like was developed fully was Renfield. Like every other, maybe the female police officer, but still, even her and Dracula. Dracula literally is one of the main antagonists of the movie. Felt like it could have been done more. It just kind of felt like they were too focused on trying to crutch on Renfield, and it was like, bruh. There's so many other great characters that can be expanded upon. And yes, they did have scenes, but Dracula especially felt like those video games where it's like you have a main character, and then you're going to an area to report back to, like, you finish a quest, you come back to, like, the headmaster or whatever, and they're like, oh, voice line, here's your next quest. And then you go out and you do the same thing. And then eventually, you know, at the end, the headmaster, you get to see them, like, in the fray. Like, they actually come out from their, like, stage area that they're always in. That's literally how it felt. It was just Renfield going to the master, then going out, going to the master, and going out. It didn't really, like, inspire, like, so much. It limited developments, I should say.
It can be better.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like I said at the beginning, the movie plot was, like, very simple. Like, the simplest thing ever. And they were still able to maximize it in a way that I just really feel like was great. It was funny. It was, like, impactful. It had the best romance. Like, I don't even understand. This isn't a romance movies. Romance movies should be taking some notes because, like, the romance between Renfield and the female cop, how did I feel more for that than entire romance movies? I don't even understand. Are you kidding me? These directors should be the ones doing the romance movies, not whatever clowns they found to direct the normal romance movies. Like, you feel that. And I'm like, this is something that is, like, you don't need in this type of movie, but the fact that it's there is just like, what? I'm so pleasantly surprised. Wow, good romance writing, and it's not a romance movie. Damn, what the hell are they doing out there in those romance films? But honestly, if I had to give it a rating overall, like, it's a 7 out of 10. And going into it when I thought it was going to be a 3 out of 10, damn, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, characters should be more developed. The storylines, you can only maximize the storyline as much as possible. It's still just Dracula's butler, and that's it. They could have catered the jokes more. Like, sometimes it kind of just felt like they were just doing gore to do gore. There's gore in this movie. I'm not really a big fan of gore, but they were kind of just doing some ridiculous stuff, like in this movie, just to be ridiculous, which it hit some of the time, like I said, throwing everything at the wall. Sometimes it was just like, kind of cringe. But honestly, if you want to see another kind of horror movie, but if you want to go in more of a thriller aspect and such, you should check my review on Knock at the Cabin, because Knock at the Cabin, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, really kind of goes more in towards a more thriller aspect of these horror movies. If you want to take more serious type of movie, more thriller-esque, because this movie is horror comedy, it wasn't really like thrilling. There's like one moment that was like, ooh, thriller moment. If you need a little bit more of that in your life, be sure to check out this trailer and let me know what you think. And if you want to see more of this content, be sure to subscribe for some more movie reviews and TV show analysis and other movie content. So I'll see you in the next one.